Hi, and welcome back to the channel. So this video is going to be another house update. The last video I did when I had a look, it was actually a house update Jan to April this year. Then winter happened in Australia. Not a lot going on in and around the garden. Yeah, I still haven't got a proper mic for this, but this is what it is, and it's a long overdue video, so I have to get it done now. But since spring started, 1st of September here, everything kicked into action. So the first thing that we did is we turned what was originally a grass sloping away. You might remember in the last video we carved out some of these levels and sections, but nothing happened then. But thankfully my neighbor, he runs an excavation company, he's got access to all the big toys such as diggers and so on. He was able to help me build this over a couple of weekends at the start of spring, which is really great, and I've got no excuse to not grow anything. So we planted a load of stuff. We've got green beans in here, we've got melons in here, baby spinach, which you can see is doing really well, beetroot, leeks, eggplants, cucumbers, and then down here the tomato plants. This is the sunniest spot, and we've got a load of tomato plants, some corn here as well. You can see that just starting to come through. Now, as you know, I'm not massively into gardening previously, but now I've got this set up, I actually need to do something pretty good. So we bought some seeds. You can see the lettuce has started to come through from the seeds, and then we bought some kind of seedlings. That's the stuff that you see now. So hopefully in about 5-6 weeks time, maximum, stuff will start to come to fruition. The strawberries in there, bit shy at the moment, haven't came out from seeds. We've also got cherry guava. Hopefully, well, that seems to be doing pretty well, and I think that grows pretty big. We've also got a new boundary fence down with our neighbours as well, and we've planted passion fruit trees. Well, they planted passion fruit trees very kindly, which will hopefully grow because they're climbers. So here's one here. Then the next addition, we've now got some chickens. So the hardest part of this job was building the chicken coop area. So again, it was sloping away downhill, and so I needed to carve out a flat area to put chicken wire in underneath and bury it so foxes can't get in. So the hardest bit and the longest bit was to dig out a flat bit. I had to do that because the neighbour's digger couldn't reach right away across, so a good 4 or 5 hours of digging to set this up. I got a great deal on the chicken coop, used chicken coop here. So that's set up. We've got 5 chickens. They're all still alive after a few weeks, which is a bonus. You can see in the heat of the day, they like having these dirt baths to keep their feathers clean. But never kept chickens before. Really low maintenance, really easy. Clean them out every couple of days. Make sure they've got food and water at all times. You can see it's suspended there off the ground to keep any insects and if there's any rats away around at night time, they're unable to get to it. You can see there's a chicken in there coming out. But you've got the water, you've got food, gravity fed food. And we've got 5 chickens. They're named after condiments. The kids named them, don't ask me which one is which. But they've got names like mustard and ketchup and that kind of thing. In here, oh, there's a chicken in there. And we've got eggs, so we get about 3 eggs a day out of the chickens. And one thing I didn't realize was that I used to think chickens lay eggs overnight because in the mornings, that's when you go and collect them. But actually, chickens are actually sleeping at night. And they don't lay until mid-morning. So the next bit of news I've got for you is this massive tree here. Look at the size of it. It must have been here for about 100 years. But it's so close to the house, and it started to die. So you might not be able to see it on camera. You can certainly see the bark shredding from the tree, and the leaves are all brown up there. But unfortunately, because of the risk to the house and the vicinity that it's in, with the rainwater tank here, there's the rainwater tank here, and we've also got a septic tank just over here as well. Branches are constantly dropping down, bigger ones than this, so Here's one here that fell down just the other day. Unfortunately, it's going to have to come down, and we're allowed to do this because of the danger it poses to the shared driveway, the infrastructure around it, and obviously the house, plus the fact it's dying, so I don't feel as bad as I would to usually removing a tree. If I come into here, if you look at the back of it here, you can see it's all starting to rot and die around the back here. So, a couple of days time, this is going to get taken down and get used again for firewood in the winter. It's obviously midway through spring now, so it'll get cut down branch by branch initially, and then the trunk of the tree will come down this way onto the hill, and then the arborist, the tree cutter, will cut it up into 800mm rounds. That will allow me then to use a log splitter to cut it up into firewood after it's dried out over the hot summer that we're supposed to be having this year as well. And last but not least, we got this little guy who turned up in the start of spring as well. We were always on the lookout for a second dog, and we wanted a pug cross similar to our other dog in the background there. This is Cookie, and he's a French bulldog pug cross. He's got a great character, and he's about and he's just woke up, and he's about 14 weeks old, but he's grown really fast, and he won't be like this little teddy bear size for long. But yeah, really playful as a good boy, and he sleeps most nights. Well, he's a good addition to the farm, getting used to the chickens, and both dogs get on really well, so you'll be able to keep an eye on how he's progressing and growing up over the coming months. So there's the very short but comprehensive update of everything that's happened since spring. This little fella will be bigger next time, and maybe more awake when you see him as well. But yeah, hope you find the channel interesting. I basically document what I'm doing so I can remember and show the kids when I get older. But if you find this interesting, then great. Feel free to like and comment on the videos below.